Briana J, and in today's video I'm going to be testing out two new products from Natasha Denona, and as you all can tell by the title, those two products are the new Mini Gold eyeshadow palette and the new Glow Gold highlighter duo. I did go out of town, so it kind of threw off my timing with getting this review up, but hopefully you all are still interested just in case you want to know what I think about these new Natasha Denona products. So let's go ahead and jump into it straight away. Let's talk about the mini eyeshadow palette. So this one is a mini eyeshadow palette. It fits into the palm of my hand. I've reviewed pretty much all of her other mini eyeshadow palettes except for one, but all of them have the same dimensions. So if you have one, then you're familiar with how big they are. They have 0.8 grams of products or 0.028 ounces of products, and there are 5 different eyeshadows. So I'm not going to go into the details of the price per gram or the price per ounce. I did that in a few of my other Natasha Denona mini eyeshadow videos. Just know it's not a better value to get these if you're looking at it based on the price per gram or the price per ounce. But again, if you want to know more about that, I go more in depth about it in a few other of my videos that I've done using these, so I will have those linked in the description box. The gold palette is one of my absolute favorite palettes that Natasha Denona has done, so I was very excited to see her coming out with a mini gold eyeshadow palette, and here is what that baby looks like. So 5 different colors. There's a mix of shimmers, duochrome eyeshadows, as well as matte eyeshadows in this palette. The description says from Natasha's website that this is an extension to the fan-loved iconic gold palette, featuring 4 new shades and an existing shade from the 5 palette in the number 8. 2 cool green shades, 1 transition, 1 dark brown, and 1 new foiled gold eyeshadow. Like I said, in this palette there is 5 different colors, and the first color is the shade Lodge, which is described as a light transition shade. Then we have the color Dark Sepia, which is described as a dark sparkly shade. This one is an existing shade. Then we have the color Dior, which is described as a gold foiled shade. The color Bia, which is described as a green transition shade. And then lastly, we have the color Anthea, which is described as a golden green sparkly shade. This palette does not have any overlapping shades in the original gold palette. This palette is a great love of mine, but there's not really any colors in here that resemble the shades from the mini gold eyeshadow palette. Boom and boom. You all can see the mini gold eyeshadow palette is an accessory palette to the big gold palette, but you can use the mini gold eyeshadow palette by itself. You don't have to have the large gold eyeshadow palette to use the mini gold eyeshadow palette. Next we have the Glow Gold Palette Shimmer Duo, and this retails for $42, and as the name states, it is a shimmer duo, aka a highlight duo. So here's what the packaging looks like. It's pretty heavy. It has the yellow gold top, and you open it up and it does have a mirror. Here are the 2 highlighters. So it's a lighter gold highlight, and then it's a peachy darker gold highlight. The description for this highlighter says, the signature Natasha Denona Glow Formula extending the gold series. This brand new cheek and highlighting palette features a combination of 2 new gold highlighters. 1 warm gold in the Super Glow formula and the other in a golden sparkling diamond powder to create the perfect sparkly golden glow look, suitable for all skin tones. This one on the left is a diamond powder, and then this one on the right is a super glow powder. So this has a good amount of product in it. It has 7 grams of product times 2 pieces, or 0.25 ounces times 2 pieces. So you can use this as a regular highlighter, or if you want to, you can use this on your lid since this is so finely milled. You all already know I'm going to be demonstrating these products for you all, and I will walk you through how I created this look. And then make sure you stay tuned until the end, and I will tell you all my final thoughts on these 2 products, but they are limited edition. You can get them at Natasha Denona's website as well as at Sephora, and I will have them linked down below in my description box. And if you all choose to shop through my links, I do get a small commission based on whatever sale you all do. So it's up to you, but just know that that information is there, as well as the rest of my makeup details. So I hope that you all enjoy. Let me know what you all think about these 2 products, and let's jump into it. Royal and Langnickel BOM 44 brush in the color Anthea. And I already have on concealer on my lid, so I'm just going to go straight on top of that with this color above my crease, and this is going to be my transition color. So back and forth. Then I'm going back into this color and building it up. It looks like it's not showing up, but it is. It's just a very light taupe-ish flesh tone color. And this is going to help us blend out the rest of our eyeshadows. So actually this color that I just put in my crease is Lodge. They put it backwards on the back of the palette. So this color on the back of the palette is back here. So this is where the color is listed. Like if you can see my finger, like all the way over here. And then this is where the color is. So it confuses you when you're doing tutorials. But moving on, I'm going to take the color Bia and a Wayne Goss number 19 detailed blending brush. So I want this color directly in the crease, so I'm just going to apply it there. This brush is fluffy but small at the same time, so it helps apply colors in the crease in a concentrated manner but yet blend it out. So it's not just like a harsh line, it's blending as it's applying. Love this brush. So I'm just going back and forth, building up this color, starting on the outer corner and then bringing it over. Now with the same brush, I'm going to go into the color Dark Sepia. And I'm going to take this color right on the very outer corner and then blend it up. I have to have Anthea on my eyelids just because this color is calling to me. So I'm going to go in with it with a Sonia G Builder 3 brush. And I'm picking up some of that product on the brush. And I am just going to tap it all across this empty space. Oh my gosh, this color. That is everything I wanted it to be. And I don't even have to spray it with anything. It is already coming through. I love this shade. I'm just going to continue to build this up all the way across. I'm going to bring it up to the crease. I'm not going to take it all the way in the crease. I just want it to meet right there on that line and then sort of tap with no additional products just to blend it out. And then right on the outer corner, I'm going to tap on that line where the outer corner color is with this new shade with not too much product just to blend and fuse those lines together. And then I'm going to take my time and just build up this color to where it is completely opaque. And that's it. I love the way that this looks. So now I'm going to go into the inner tear ducts color. I'm taking a Royal and Langnickel BOM 50 brush and the shade Dior. I just want to carefully pop that right on the inner corner just for that added touch of dazzle. And then wrap it around and put it on the lower inner corner. So I went ahead and cleaned off the exact same brush and I'm going to dip into the color Bia, and with this shade, I'm going to take it all the way across the rest of the lower lash line and make sure to connect it to the top. I did it. Okay, so now I'm going to add liner and lashes and I'll be back and we can try out the cheek product together. Now let's try out the Glow Gold Shimmer Duo. I'm going to try out the lighter one first, and I'm taking the Sonia G Mini Cheek Brush. And I am carefully tapping into this because I don't know what to expect. This is my first time trying it out. So let's just go right on top, see what happens. So this is a very fine shimmer. It went on almost like a mist of gold. I don't even know if you all will be able to see this because it is so finely milled. It definitely is glittery, but it's so finely milled and the glitter particles are so small that you can't even tell that it's glitter until you're right up on it. It feels very soft, almost like a whipped powder. You can build this up, but overall, I think this is just going to be a wash of a gold shimmer. Same brush, and I'm going to go in with the other side, which this one is called the Super Glow. So I think this one is going to be a lot more opaque. See? Yeah. More opaque and definitely a darker gold. But I love golds like this. That peachy gold color. I love it. It reminds me of just a late summer night in Arabia. I've never been there, but it reminds me of that. Here's my finished look using the two new Natasha Denona products. So let's first talk about how I feel about the new mini gold palette, and I just clanked it against my earring, but that's all right. So I really like this palette. I think that this one is beautiful. It's very cohesive. It has a lot of different varying tones for it to only have 5 different eyeshadows, and I can see myself doing at least 2 to 3 different looks using this palette, and that is very versatile for this to be a mini palette that only has 5 different colors. I love all of the colors that I used. I feel like all of them popped. I didn't have to continuously go over them several times to get them to show up on my eyelids. All of them blended out really nicely. I did have a little bit of fallout with pretty much all of these shades. Nothing too noticeable to the point where I would say that this palette is powdery or chalky or anything like that, because these eyeshadows definitely perform. Personally, I would do my face makeup last after I do my eyes, just because I did have fallout with this palette, but I enjoy this palette and I am going to continue using this palette because it is absolutely stunning. If you all watched my original review on the gold palette, I loved that palette and I still do, but I feel as if now that I have the mini gold palette, that this palette will be set over the top if it had the inclusion of these shades, just because I feel like it would add a little bit of a differing element and I feel as though it would have a little bit more versatility. But overall, I love both of these palettes. The mini gold palette complements the larger gold palette very well. These two are going to play together very nicely. I can see myself using the mini gold palette just for an accent with the original gold palette and getting my looks together for the fall. So I'm loving that. The gold glow duo, I love this as well, but I do understand that this is not going to be everybody's tea because it is a shimmer. If you have texture on the high planes of your cheeks and you're not trying to emphasize it, I would steer clear from this just because this is so bold and intense. It definitely is going to do so, and it does have the glitter particles there, and so sometimes if you have texture and you put glitter on top of it, it's kind of advertising that area. If that is not a concern of yours and you are a fan of glitter, this is pretty. It's very well made, super high quality. It blended out really nicely. It gave me a very wet like metallic finish, and I really love it for certain purposes and certain looks. Like, I don't wear stuff like this every day just because it's a lot. Very intense. You can use a light hand with it and get it to look like a nice subtle shimmer, or you can build it up and make it go there, even though this does apply gradually. So it's not going to go there straight out of the gate, but it will if you test it. The Glow Gold Duo puts me in the same mindset as the Fenty Diamond Balm in terms of how it feels. I do feel like the darker one is a lot more intense than the lighter one is, but both of them have a similar texture in that they are very light feeling to the touch. It almost feels like a cream to powder, but not quite. More so of a powder than it is a cream. So overall, I'm really happy with both of these items. I see myself using them as the fall season continues to evolve. I can do so many different looks using both of these products. So if you all got a chance to check these out, let me know what you think about them down in the comment section. Also, let me know if you like them on my face. What are your thoughts regarding these products? I look forward to reading what you all think, and I will check you all in my very next video, which will be super soon. Smooches. Bye.